皆さんおはようございます。Thank you for joining me. This is the Easy Japanese News Article of the day, where we read through easy Japanese news articles as a means of studying Japanese. Today is November 11th, 2025, 2025年11月11日の記事でございます。So for our title today, we have 警報がどのぐらい危険なのか今よりわかりやすく伝えたい。So, sorry, just real quick. Okay. So, 警報がどのぐらい危険なのか。We have an embedded question here. What is the question? 警報が So, 警報 is a warning. どのぐらい which is to what extent or about how much. 危険なのか。So, 危険is dangerous, and then なのか. So this no here is being used as a nounifier for the non-adjective 危険 to be like describing a situation here. So what kind of a situation is it, or just how dangerous are warnings, these warnings that we're giving. So, 警報がどのぐらい危険なのか今よりわかりやすく伝えたい。So, 今より would be currently, it was 今, and then より is more than now. So, when you're talking about improving something more than it currently is, you'll use 今より. So, 今よりわかりやすく. So, this is the verb わかる to understand, connected to 安い, simple to.So simple to understand. And then this is turned into the to form here to be used kind of like an adverb. So in an easy to understand manner. And then 伝えたい. So 伝えたい is to 伝える, the verb 伝える to tell or to notify someone, let someone know something, is the tie form here. So we would like to tell people more in a more easier to understand way, or in a way that's easier to understand than has been the case. That's what that 今より is doing there. Just how dangerous warnings are. So, basically, they are implementing a new system of warnings for when natural disasters are occurring or are about to occur.And they want to make it easier to understand the level of danger. So previously we've had different levels of disasters. So like level 1 disaster, this is what fulfills the requirements for that. Level 2 disaster, level 3 disaster. So they would like to make that even easier to understand just how dangerous a situation is. And that's what our article's title is telling us.Okay, here is our vocabulary list from the article. We have 警報, which is a warning. 危険, this is a non-adjective, so 危険な is danger or dangerous. 伝える is to tell or to notify. 災害 is a disaster. 心配 is worry. 注意報 is a warning.And this is less than a 警報. A 警報 is like a severe warning. 注意報 is a warning, but it's like not as crucial of a warning. So something to note. Literally is the first two characters there are to notice or give note to something. So not ignore it, pay attention, but not like as crucial as a 警報. We have 知らせる is to give notice or to notify someone. 政府 is the government. 法律 is law or regulation. 溢れる is for something to overflow, like water in a river. 溢れる to overflow. We have 崩れる to collapse. 特別 this is also a non-adjective, so 特別な is a special. 数字 is number or numeral. And 季節 is a season.
たくさんの雨などで災害の心配があるとき、国は 警報や注意報を出して危険を知らせています。今日政府は来年から今よりもっと分かりやすく伝えるために法律を変えることにしました。川の水があふれそうな時や山が崩れそうな時などどのくらい危険なのか5つのレベルで知らせます。一番危険なレベル5は特別警報です。次に危険なレベル4は危険警報です。レベル3は警報で、レベル2は注意報です。5、4、3などの数字と警報などの言葉を必ず一緒に使います。政府は来年の雨がたくさん降る季節から始めたいと言っています。
All right, let's jump right into our article.
たくさんの雨などで災害の心配があるとき、国は警報や注意報を出して危険を知らせています。
Yeah, so we have たくさんの雨などで So, で is due to, by means of, something like that. So, due to たくさんの雨. So, 雨 being rain, たくさん being a lot, and then など being various things like that. So, due to rain and other things like that, or lots of rain and other things like that. で、災害の心配があるとき. So, 時, we're talking about a specific time. And what time are we talking about? We are talking about a time wherein 災害の心配がある. So, ある, something exists. 災害 is a disaster, normally a natural disaster. And then 心配 is worry. So, when there is worry, or when there are worries about disasters happening, when those exist with our ある here, right? So, 災害の心配があるとき. So, when there are worries that disaster may occur due to lots of rain and the like, 国は警報や注意報を出して. So, 国は the country, or a lot of times it's the government. 警報や注意報を出して. So, 出して is to put out. So, the government puts out 警報や注意報. So, 警報 is like a warning. 注意報 is also a warning. 警報 is more serious than 注意報. 注意報 is like a notice. It's semi-warning, not as serious as a 警報, but still something you should keep in mind. So the government puts out these types of warnings, a 警報 or a 注意報, with the particle や in addition to other things. And then 危険を知らせています. So 危険 is danger. 危険を知らせています. So this is the verb 知らせる to notice or to notify, give notice or notify someone of something. So lets people know of the danger. And this 知らせる is in the ている form. This is something they are continuously doing. They still do it right now.
今日政府は来年から今よりもっと分かりやすく伝えるために法律を変えることにしました。
So, 今日 is what she said, but written down we have 11日. So today, the 11th, 政府は the government 来年から今よりもっと分かりやすく. So 来年から here is saying from or starting next year 来年 今よりもっとわかりやすく。So, 今より more than now. And you can combine that with もっと, which also means more. And then わかりやすく伝える. Once again, that is to notify or to tell people something in an easy to understand manner. わかりやすく伝える. ために. So, ために is in order to, or on behalf of. Here, this is in order to. So, starting next year, in order to, this is all connected to this in order to. In order to more easily or tell this information in a more easy to understand manner than previously. 法律を変える. So 法律 is the law or regulations, and 変える is to change here. And then we have that connected to ことにしました. So ことにしました is when a decision has been made in order to do a verb. ことにする. And then this is in the past tense. So on the 11th, or today, the government made the decision to change the laws in order to more easily, or tell in an easier to understand manner than was previously possible, starting next year. So this law will take effect next year, but the law was passed, or they made this decision now, today.
川の水があふれそうな時や山が崩れそうな時などどのくらい危険なのか5つのレベルで知らせます。
Okay, so we have Toki, two Tokis here. Toki and Toki. So, 川の水が溢れそうな時 and 山が崩れそうな時. So, 川の水, water from the river, が溢れそうな時. So, what times are we talking about with Toki? Toki is time. Times when it seems like the water in the river will overflow. So this is the soul being attached to the noun or the verb here, afureru, meaning it seems like this verb will happen. So, and then that is being attached to time here. So at times when it seems like the water in the river will overflow, or with this ya, this or here is also including other examples that aren't being listed here. Yama ga kuzure sou na toki. So yama ga kuzureru, when the mountain collapses. This is the word that they often use for landslides and things like that. Landslides, mudslides, they'll use kuzureru when something kind of falls down, falls apart, crashes down. So yama ga kuzure sou na toki. Times when it seems like the mountain or landslides will occur from mountains. Toki nado. So, in addition to other things, these are two examples that we have here. どのぐらい危険なのか. So, the same embedded question here. Just how dangerous they are. 5つのレベルで. So, de is telling us means here. So, by means of 5 5つのレベル. 5 different levels. で知らせます. So once again, we have 知らせる to notify or to tell someone of something. So the government, that's our same topic from the previous sentence. We're still on the government. The government will notify just how dangerous things are using 5 different levels at times when the water seems like it will overflow in the river, or the mountains might collapse, or there might be landslides and mudslides.
一番危険なレベル5は特別警報です。
一番危険なレベル5は So 一番危険なレベル5 is the level 5, which is the most dangerous. So 一番, you throw that in front of an adjective, that means the most adjective. So level 5, which is the most dangerous, は特別警報です. So 特別警報 is a special warning. So 警報 is the higher of the two warnings, 警報, 注意報. And 特別警報 is a special warning. It's the highest level.
次に危険なレベル4は危険警報です。
Okay. So 次に危険なレベル4は So level 4, which is the next dangerous level. So not quite as high as level 5, but the next one below. 次に危険なレベル4は危険警報です。So 危険警報です。A danger warning. 危険 danger 警報 warning.
レベル3は警報で、レベル2は注意報です。
So レベル3は警報で So de can also be used as like a des in the te form. So this is true and this other thing is true. So here we have レベル3は警報で Level 3 is just a warning. And level 2はレベル2は注意報です. So 注意報, remember once again, 注意報 is a warning, but not quite as serious. You might even just call it like a notice. So level 2 is a notice or a not so serious warning.
5、4、3などの数字と警報などの言葉を必ず一緒に使います。
Yeah. So 5、3 or 5、4、3などの数字. So numerals or numbers such as など 5, 4, and 3. And that's that toll there. So 5、4、3などの数字と talking about numbers such as 5, 4, and 3. And 警報などの言葉. So 警報などの言葉. 言葉 is a word such as など warning 警報を必ず no matter what, without fail, surely 一緒に使います。So 一緒に together and 使います to use. So what will be used together without fail, or they will make sure to use what together without fail? 5、4、3などの数字と So the numbers 5, 4, and 3 and the words such as the警報 warning. So when they give out these warnings, they will give the number and the phrase. So 危険警報、警報、注意報、特別注意報. They will always give out both to make it easier to understand exactly what or just how dangerous these disasters are.
政府は来年の雨がたくさん降る季節から始めたいと言っています。
Yeah, 政府は So the government is 来年の雨がたくさん降る季節. So this is all describing 季節 here. So 季節 is a season. We are saying what kind of season? 来年の So a season next year in which 雨がたくさん降る. So 雨が降る is for rain to fall and たくさん is a lot. So 来年の雨がたくさん降る季節. The season when or the season next year when rain falls a lot. から So starting at that season, from that season, 始めたい. So 始める in the Thai form here, they would like to start. 始める start. That Thai form is the would like to. And then と言っています. So this is what the government is saying. The government is saying they would like to start this new warning system from next year's rainy season, basically. But from the season in which a lot of rains falls next year. So that is it for our article today. Thank you so much for being here. If you like these articles, please like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can be notified every day when we upload these videos and keep up your Japanese. If you have any comments about questions about the Japanese or just anything about these videos, please leave them down below. And thank you so much. I will plan on seeing you tomorrow. また明日。